and they stopped whoever came into town, or they stopped at whoever come into town to see what business they had. All right, and who's our so-called leaders? Jesse Jackass, Al Faggot, all right, Farrakhan, okay, and the rest of the 2/3 pastors and TD Jakes, Creflo Dollar, all right, so-called civil rights activists. They're languishing because they're not telling the Negroes, West Indians, and Haitians. They're not telling our people who they really are. Go ahead, bro.
So they are black onto the ground.
They are black onto the ground. Now, when you look up that word black in Hebrew, it's Quadawa, which means dark skin. All right? And when it says black onto the ground, meaning different shades of brown. Okay? Because when you dig up the earth, or anywhere part of the earth, there's different shades of brown. Okay? And that's the descriptions of the true Jews. Okay.
And the cry of Jerusalem is gone up.
Okay.
Let me get Jeremiah 8 and 21.
Okay.
Yes.
I got something for you, bro, real quick. This is Job chapter 30, verse 30. My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burnt with heat.
Yeah, this is Job. Job talking about himself, man. He says skin. It's plain and simple, man. Anybody can break this scripture down, man. It says skin upon me is black, man. So it proved to you. And what was Job, man? He was an Israelite, man.
Yes. Yeah, clear that up, man.
Yeah, Job was an Israelite, and he had dark skin, man. So the Israelites are dark, different shades of dark skinned people, man.
That's right. Which you said, Jeremiah 8
and 21.
Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 21. Salah. For the hurt of the daughter of my people.
Yeah, who's the daughter of the Most High people? Israel. That's also another name for Israel. His daughter.
For the hurt of the daughter of my people am I hurt. I am black. Astonishment have taken hold on me.
Yeah, the prophet Jeremiah saying, I am black in color, with his skin and astonishments take care of me. So all the prophets is cleared up too. All the prophets was Israelites, no other nations.
I got something for you. This is Songs of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. I am black, but comely.
Yeah. This is the greatest, one of the greatest guys who ever lived, man. Solomon, man. He says black and comely. Black in color, and the word comely means beautiful. Mm-hmm. So ain't nothing wrong. When you was young, man, they teach you when you dark skinned, man, there's something wrong with you, man. And you wanna separate the light skinned kids from the dark skinned kids. But here King Solomon say he's dark and beautiful, man. Ain't nothing wrong with being dark skinned, man.
That's right. He said, I am black, but comely.
Yeah, the word comely mean beautiful, man. So yeah, man, ain't nothing wrong with being dark skinned, man. The Lord, Most High is a dark skinned man too, man. The reason why this so-called white man, he flip everything around, man. He say it's being like him is righteous, and be like us is wicked, man. Hell no, man. It's the other way around, man. I got you got something?
I'm gonna read that again. This is Songs of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 4. 1 verse Salakia. 5. I am black but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon.
Yeah, man. So it's proving to you that the Israelites are dark-skinned people, man. I got a scripture right here for you.
Okay.
The book of Exodus, chapter 4 and 4. And the Lord said unto Moses, put thy hand and take it by the tail and put it forth and caught it because the rod of the hand.
Mm-hmm. This is Most High commanding Moses to perform a miracle, which he's about to do.
I'm going to jump to the 6th verse. It says, and the Lord said furthermore unto him, put now thy hand into thy bosom. And when he put his hand into his bosom, and when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous as snow.
Now you have to extrapolate. All right, you brothers got to extrapolate. You got to take the meaning of something and like read between the lines. Context clues, draw the conclusion. He said he put his hand inside his bosom, and then he took it out, and it was leprous. It was white as snow. So If his hand turned white as snow, what was the color? What was the color before he put his hand inside his bosom? Dark skinned. Okay. Okay. Read on.
Yeah, it says and he put his hand into his bosom, and when he took it out, his hand became leprous as snow.
Leprous, meaning a clean leper, it means it turned white. He lost his pigmentation. He lost his melanin. All right, go ahead.
And he said, put thy hand into thy bosom again.
And he said, put thy hand into thy bosom again. Go ahead.
And he put his hand into his bosom again, and plucked it out of his bosom, and behold, it was turned again as his other flesh.
And it turned again as his other flesh. Now, if Moses was a so-called white man, as they portrayed in that movie, The Ten Commandments, why did his flesh, why would it be a miracle if he put his hand in his bosom and came out the same color?
You see something?
Yeah.
If Moses was a so-called white man, how could he pass for an Egyptian?
Right. Right.
It make no sense. That's why when Charlton Heston make that movie Ten Commandments, the Egyptians is so-called white, and the Israelites are white, man. It make no sense, man. Back then, the Egyptian, which was Hamites, was dark skinned, and the Israelites was dark skinned, man. So that movie's off, man.
Right. And another thing they showed in that movie, when the so-called Egyptians was white, right? But they went to war with, I think, the Canaanites or the Ethiopians. I forgot which. It was another Hamitic tribe, but they was dark skinned. So how the hell the Hamites they went to war with was dark skinned, but the Egyptians are not dark skinned? You see the madness in that, man? Yeah,
that's one for you.
Yeah,
it's the book of Numbers, chapter 12, verse 10. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam and became leprous, white as snow.
Yeah, because Miriam, which is Moses' sister, all right, she was cursing out Moses, okay? And the Most High punished her by giving her leprosy, all right? Meaning he took away her melanin, he took away her pigmentation, all right? Which means she was a dark-skinned woman. She was a woman with color, a woman with melanin. God.
And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous.
Yep, Aaron, which is Moses' brother, he looked upon her, and she looked like an Edomite. Go ahead, bro.
That's it.
I got something for you. This is Genesis chapter 25, verse. We can start at the top.
23?
Yeah, we're gonna start at the 20. All right, this is Genesis chapter 25, verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren.
Yeah. Isaac sent a prayer to the Most High, asking him to make his wife have kids because she couldn't have kids in the old days, and he wanted her to have kids, man. So he sent a prayer to the Most High, begging him to let her have kids.
And the children, okay, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah and his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her.
Yeah, so the two children, she made twins. She had twins in her stomach, and they was fighting against each other, man. They from twins, they were fighting against each other. They never liked each other, man. So they were just fighting, man. And when she asked the Most High,
okay, and the children struggled together within her.
Yeah.
And she said, "If it be so, why am I thus?"
Yeah, so she told the Most High, man. If I'm making if I have kids, why I'm in so much pain? Why are they fighting in my stomach? Why I gotta go through this?
Why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord.
Yeah.
And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
Yeah, she went to inquire of the Lord through a prophet. Right. And the Lord answered her.
2 nations are in thy womb.
2 nations are in thy womb. Out of the 2 people, it's going to be 2 nations. She didn't have 2 whole nations in the womb. Out of those 2 people, it's going to be 2 nations that are going to hate each other forever.
And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Yeah, so the Most High don't like people coming together, man. So he separated them from our bowels, man. So as the 2 nations come on, man, they ain't going to like each other, man.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
Yeah, I told the Most High is all with equality. He said one people, his people, is going to be stronger than the other.
and the elder shall serve the younger.
Yeah, so whoever cometh first is going to serve the younger.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
So she had a twin. They didn't look alike, but one was he gonna say.
And Slaki, behold, there were twins in her womb, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment.
Yeah, the first came out red, and later on in his life, he was hairy like a garment. Who do you know on the earth that's red and all hairy? The Native American and the red man.
That's right.
Your brown skin. The only red people on this earth is the so-called white man. If you smack him on his face, he's gonna get red. If he's in the sun, he's gonna get red, man. If he's scared, he's gonna get red. And who is more hairy than the so-called white man? Why you think they be shaving all that time? Why you think they be shaving their skin for, man? They're hairy.
Mm-hmm. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's hand.
So you notice they didn't say nothing about how his brother looked, man. You didn't notice they didn't see the color. Because back then, all men was dark skinned. The first red person on the earth was Esau. The reason why he came with red, that was a curse of Cain. That's why he came with that color.
That's right. His hand took hold of Esau's heel, and Isaac, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel.
The reason why his hand took hold of Esau's heel, that's future prophecy of us taking the so-called white man down, man. And that's about to happen.
That's right. And his name was called Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob. The Hebrew word for Jacob is Yaakov, or means supplanter.
And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them.
Yeah.
That was it.
Let's say Esau, his name?
Yeah. And go back to it.
Yeah.
And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau.
Yeah, when he came out, Isaac said, Ishashua.
Right.
Because he had no pigmentation, like the so-called white man. So that's why they call him Esau.
And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel.
And the word Esau means wasted away is he. What
Right.
wasted upon him is pigmentation.
Right. And after that, his brother came out. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them.
I got a scripture for you right here.
Okay.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 7. And the Lord power for man of the dust of the ground.
All right. And the Lord power, all right, because when you go back to the beginning in Genesis 1, the first chapter of Genesis, and they talking, the Most High wasn't the one that created the heavens and the earth. He set up his angels with his head leader, his son, Yahushua, all right, to create the heavens and the earth. The Most High created the blueprint, and the angels, and Yahushua and the angels were the workers, okay? Read that again, bro.
It says, and the Lord power formed man of the dust of the ground.
And the Lord power, Allahayim, all right, the powers formed man from the dust of the ground. Now, when you go to any field and you dig up dirt, all right, I know we in Esau Kingdom, so everything is concrete. Everything you see is concrete. But go to a park somewhere, or go out in the woods somewhere, all right? Even a beach, okay? And you dig up the dirt. What color is it? It's dark. It's dark brown, all right? Different shades of brown. So when the powers made man had color. He had melanin, all right?